Welcome to Sideshow Spotlight Live. It is Friday, and we are horizontal and live on YouTube. Maybe you were just with us when we were vertical on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, but now here we are on YouTube talking about Fallout. I'm Chris.
I'm Amy, and if you're just joining us, welcome in. We are so excited to show you a couple of figures from 3Zero's Fallout collection today. You'll see all of these figures and see where you can order them at side.show/spotlight. And we have on YouTube watching now, Steve Lawrence says, love my newly received 3Zero T60 Power Armor figure and patiently awaiting the arrival of the Soul Survivor figure.
Hey,
that sounds like a great Fallout collection.
He's ready to go, yeah.
Steve, I want to know, do you think that your T60, is that like a Brotherhood of Steel member, or is that, you know, a part of the armor that your Soul Survivor will have scavenged? Because I know I keep a lot of my armors back at my settlement in Fallout 4. 1/6 Junkie says, nice, back on YouTube. So I'm guessing 1/6 Junkie is a regular YouTube joiner and is watching us here.
We're happy to be back on YouTube, yeah.
Let us know how you guys like this format, because we're always trying to make sure that we can bring this information to you on whatever channels possible. Liza Stella says, no, Guy. Guy helped us set up all these figures. He's hard at work.
Guy is here. Guy is with us.
He's always in every presentation, especially in the 6-scale figures, but there was a lot to prepare for these figures because they are so detailed, and so he did a great job helping us set up for this show. Without further ado, I want to talk some Fallout.
Let's do it.
So this is the T60 Power Armor from 3Zero. This is, of course, based on the iconic design we see in the Fallout television series, and it was the flagship armor of Fallout 4 as well, and it is known as generally the most advanced of the West Tech combat armors.
Yeah, and it looks great. I mean, like, Amy, like, just like seeing this up close, the bulkiness of it, the way that the suit looks like, it would protect me very, very well. That I would definitely wear. So I would join up with the Brotherhood of Steel. Like, this is something I would absolutely wear. And I just really love, like, all the, especially on this figure, all the different little pieces that kind of go into it. And as we were just saying, Guy, when you assemble this, there is a exoskeleton underneath it as well.
Yeah,
and all these pieces kind of clamp on.
Endo because it's under the armor, but it's exo because you're in the suit.
It's a little, you know, tomato. But I really do love like all these different pieces, and you can see that endo as well, which is really, really cool. Which kind of gives it like just a different feel of like that. You know, here's these guys, these soldiers, you know, wearing this one suit on top of another suit here.
Yeah, and I think it's a great detail because in the games you can find these suits in various states of disrepair. Yeah. You can have pieces of armor knocked off of you if you're bad at combat like I am. So you can see all of those pieces. You can take them back to your power station, and then, you know, with these amazing magnet features, you can just pop all the pieces back together. And we'll talk a little bit more about this, but the way 3Zero has done it, you can interchange the armor pieces on a lot of these suit designs, so you're going to have a lot of options. They've even sold accessory packs for it. And, you know, if you watch the TV show, you know the T60 has that famous weak spot under the chest, but of course, that's not recreated here in the figure. This guy's not going into active duty. No. But so much great detail. And like you said with the heft, like, when some players will play this game never leaving the power suit. I mean, you got to make sure you have batteries for it, but it makes you feel larger than life. You have a bigger carrying capacity, as evidenced by that huge heavy weapon, which would, you know, usually take up half my inventory space. But on the back here, we've got the full kind of open-close mechanism. Now, this is one solid piece, but what you are going to get with each figure is 2 of your essential fusion cores, and you can pop that in. There's some little notches on it that help guide it in, but then bam, you can have that all set up, ready to go like you are in active combat, or you can take them out and hoard them like I do. It's exceptionally funny in the games when you sneak up on someone and take their fusion core, and then the armor just spits them back out, and then they're ready. They're mad at you, so you got to be prepared for a fight, but if you're quick enough, you can jump in the armor instead.
And, I mean, we have to talk about his big old weapon here. Yes. I mean, the weapon actually, you know, it really measures up with the big giant suit of armor here, but you've got this heavy artillery weapon here. It looks great too. I mean, you've got the round right here, you've got your scope on top, and I mean, it almost looks like you got a little, you know, bazooka look through here, and it's just it really just adds to what you have here, and I think that the scale of it, the size of it, really complements the suit quite well.
Yes, and you are getting to see, and I love seeing the unhelmeted portrait because again, you kind of get a sense of the scope of how small you are within the armor.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. So we've got an unhelmeted portrait here of, it could be your Brotherhood of Steel character, it could be your Soul Survivor. We've got a little bit of the blue collar that kind of reminds me of the Vault suits. in there. But we've also got a helmeted portrait. So this is the T60 helmet. It's got a light up feature just on the side there. It's a neat little button that's hidden into the design. But you'll get that really cool light scan there. And so you can see this is a separate ball socket that goes into the figure. So it doesn't slot over the portrait, which means you're not going to damage the paint on the portrait trying to get the helmet on. So you do have that display option. But again, you can also display it off to the side. If Guy were here, I'd have him pose it up where he's holding the helmet in a pretty cool pose. But you've got a lot of options there. And this is, the T60, they did a great job with the metallic kind of standard sheen on the armor. This is scrap metal. It's been cobbled together by those experts at the Brotherhood. But, we've got, I'm going to take his fusion core out of him, but we've got some other designs of not only different models of the Westech armor, but different paint schemes as well, because you can customize your armor in the games. This is our T45 Power Shark by 3-0. I love the colors on this one. The Hot Rod Shark, I'm sorry. T45 Hot Rod Shark. So you guys can see we've got that fun shark mouth on the front chest plate. He's even got little shark eyes that are pretty cute. Look at that. That guy's going to take a big bite out of you.
He is going to take a big bite of it. And I like what you said. Now, I have to ask, because Amy, I know we were talking a little bit beforehand. You're a big video game fan of Fallout. Have you modded your own suit, or what does yours look like in the game?
I think I have the T60 because I did join with the Brotherhood of Steel just to get the armor.
Very loyal of you.
My loyalties are whoever gives me the coolest equipment.
Fair.
But I haven't yet unlocked the mods for paint, but I'm squirreling away the materials to be able to do that. So I do have a standard T60, but it makes me feel like a badass.
There you go.
But this one's really cool.
Yeah.
They've done a great job. Also, you're seeing a lot of the from our camera view, it almost looks like a solid paint job, but there is a lot of the kind of grime and grease of battlefield wear, but there's also a lot of silver flecks with that kind of old wartime paint removal.
Yes.
So you're getting a lot of detail throughout this as well. And these figures are fully articulated. I want to emphasize that. I mean, even down to the joints in the fingers, you're going to have individual kind of knuckle joints there, so you can have them holding their accessories, their weapons, whatever you pick up in the wasteland on your scrap runs. And you've got all of this kind of articulated armor capacity as well to move these pieces around how you see fit.
Yeah, and when you're talking about the paint job too, it looks great, and it's very it's a little glossy, it's a little bit of a sheen. Definitely, you can take a closer look at that at side.show/spotlight. But what I do love too, the nerd in me, is looking at this going, ooh, I like that he's kind of got like Boba Fett style on, like he's kind of got the Boba Fett colors, like even looking at it on camera here, and obviously that's not what they're going for here, but for me, I see that, I like that, I respect it, and I really do like that color and the complementary bit of that together. I think that's really, really cool. And he just looks like, you as a badass, as you said. I
want to see if we can actually show kind of, this is going to be weird with their giant weapons, but showing kind of the inside as well, the internals there. Excuse me, sir. You guys get a great look at when you remove the armor plating, you've got all of this really cool, I mean, some of it even looks like guts, like just the way it's so detailed with the tubing and the material there, but you've got a fully detailed suit of armor from head to toe, inside and out. Oops, trying to get the light back off.
Well, the thing with the light too, I like that too. Very, very cool. Especially, I can just imagine having this on a shelf somewhere, it's a little darker out, and you got the lights shining through, and it's very, very cool.
Now, we do have, of course, kind of the ultimate in retro, wartime, pinup, vintage. And for Fallout fans, I mean, if you're feeling a little thirsty, how about you zap that thirst with a Nuka Cola? This is the T51 armor, which is actually a slightly different armor design family than the 45 and the 60. So we are getting that really unique look to the Nuka Cola, and I think this one has almost the most perfect vintage look because it has those rivets on the arms. You've got the classic star. You've got the Nuka Cola pinup girl as well.
The pinup girl, yeah, which is great. Yeah, and it's very reminiscent of wartime, like we were talking about, before with on a jet in World War II or something, painting the shark. Yeah. But this, having the pinup girl on the side, the little picture, and I think it's just very, very cool having the Nuka Cola written on it as well. The colors on this one too, just really, really catch my eye, and I really, really love that because you kind of expect the Brotherhood of Steel, kind of like a darker look, it's post-apocalyptic, that's what it's going to be. So having kind of a red and white, kind of brighter suit is very eye-catching and very cool.
Yeah, and I know we've got the fusion cores here. Each figure will come with 2 of its own fusion cores, so you can get them into the back there. Let me find the notches. Oh, it's somewhere. Can you turn him a little bit so I can see?
Yeah, of course. Here, you want to see?
Yeah, I would love to. Oh, perfect. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
I had it
Nice
completely
and easy.
sideways. Yeah. Once you can actually see it, it's perfectly easy. And like the other pieces, you can take off elements of the armor. You guys can see a little bit more of that Nuka-Cola pinup girl design. They've done a really great job with the distress and the weathering here. And then he also will have that light up portrait that we've got going on. Now, you are seeing the unhelmeted portrait on the figure as well, and this is incredibly close to the Soul Survivor design as well. So again, you can decide what story you're telling, whether this is a Brotherhood of Steel member or this is just your player character as you go through the Wasteland. We got a couple comments coming through here. Caesar Ilas says, I never got into Fallout too much, but these figures are amazing. 3-0 has been knocking it out of the park with these mechas. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Amy's played the video games. She's seen the TV show. I've seen the TV show, and I will say that has made me want to get into Fallout and play the games too. So just seeing these, seeing these design stuff, and that's we were talking about this on our other show, but we're going to talk about this now too. Just the fact that they've streamlined these designs so well, like the designs from the TV show, the video game, like everything really works out well here, and it looks great in this format.
It does. And Andreas IB says, I have the T60 ordered and I've played Fallout since the original games. That's a lot of Fallout games.
That is a lot of Fallout games.
That's really cool. 16 Junkie says Nuka-Cola one looks amazing. Yeah. And then we are going to get them all in a group shot here. Let's see. I know we took some of his armor off. I'm sorry, sir. Let's see. So this could be your Fallout settlement. You know, you take your armors back to your settlement. And
it's a good crew.
Yeah, I mean, these guys look ready for battle, and I would love to explore the wasteland with them. Maybe you're the companion on their adventure.
Right.
We got the helmeted portrait here on the T45. There we go. And what's cool with the Nuka-Cola armor as well, you can see that he has a slightly different weapon than these two other gentlemen here. He's got what I believe is styled after the laser pulse rifle, which is one of my favorite weapons in the game. It's even got the little laser ammunition canister. So again, the detail on these is huge. Beautiful designs, and if you have more of them, again, you can show them in various states of disrepair. You can swap armor parts as well. It's really cool.
Yeah, and that's part of the fun too of playing, video games or Fallout or any other thing, right? Modding and having all these different weapons and things at your disposal. So seeing them represented here and looking larger than life is also just very, very fun because that's usually what you're looking at while you're playing the game.
Yeah, they've done a perfect job at balancing again with also the articulation and the ability to display them how you want, maintaining the integrity of the figure and just bringing that Fallout design to life. Because I think that's at the end of the day, like the TV show is amazing and I love watching Lucy's journey and the Ghoul and Maximus, but playing the Fallout game, it's like you truly just become whatever wasteland crazy person you want to be. Scavenging little bits here and there and rescuing people or terrorizing people. Super fun. Intergalactic Mojito, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. I haven't been on these shows in a while. How many points of articulation? I believe there are about 30 points of articulation, and that's not, there's also the parts that come on and off, but within the figure itself, about 30 points of articulation, including those really cool detailed hands, the wrists, all of this element there. But if you want the exact details from 3-0 themselves on the product page, check this out at side.show/spotlight, and you will see each of these three figures on the site. The T60 is up for pre-order right now. That is a reissue if you missed out the first time, and seriously, you don't want to miss out a second time. And then these two, the Hot Rod Shark, I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. Hot Rod Shark and Nuka-Cola are in stock now, but they are low stock. So if you are at all on the fence, I think this hopefully will push you in the right direction. I think that these are essential adds to any Fallout collection.
And if you're feeling lucky, if you're feeling really, really lucky, you can definitely, we have a giveaway. And of course, we do a giveaway. We do it every Friday. So our giveaway is for the Nuka-Cola figure here. So if you are interested in that figure, you can go to side.show/spotlight. You have until, I think, Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Usually what it is,
That sounds about the usual. To enter. And hopefully, you could maybe add this to your collection as well here.
Yes, so if you are tuning in just a little bit late, but it is before that date, you can enter the ongoing giveaway. Again, side.show/spotlight. I'm so sad that I can't enter to win because it is so cool.
Yeah.
I love these pieces so much, and I'm so glad that the TV show got me into the games. It's just been a blast to explore that world.
I'm very excited to make that transition. And if you transitioned here to follow us on YouTube, we thank you. If this is your first time watching the show today, awesome. We are happy to be back on YouTube. We hope you have a great rest of your Friday. For Amy and myself, just continue to let your geek sideshow.
See you next time. Bye.